Hi, Zeus here. I reached gold tier in the first few hours of season 65 of Warships, despite the mines that were harassing my warriors, and I reached 306 on the global leaderboard. Also, beat the chicken early on in the season. I wanted to show you all the action and how I did it.
Flashback.
All right, first we're going to go back to the very first few hours of the season where I beat the chicken. This is my attack on the chicken's base, so I split 6 boats of warriors on the far right and 2 boats of warriors on the far left. And I had a little bit of delay on each of the first warriors off each side just to take care of the mines. And every time that I lost a bunch of warriors, I would trigger second wind. And then I had a really clutch flare there to avoid the shock mines that he had put on the back row there. And that really was actually the difference in this 4-second victory. Now here's the chicken's attack on my base. He's got 2 boats of warriors left with some Zukas, 1 boat of warriors right with some Zukas. And after he takes down the first 2 bases, he throws down 2 more boats of warriors. Unfortunately for him, though, I have this flotsam mine which took out all of his warriors. And then his Zukas finished off the base 4 seconds slower than my attack.
Later.
Okay, so a few hours later, I had risen up to mid level 15. And I want to show you the attacks that I was making to try to get to gold tier. So this base, I decided to do a split drop. 4 boats of warriors left, 4 boats of warriors with Kavan right. And the idea here is to have 1 boat of warriors take out the shock mine on the right side so it doesn't slow down all of my warriors. Unfortunately, on the left, there was no way to avoid the shock mine. But as the warriors are working their way through the base, the warriors spread out, and therefore they don't all stop on one spot, and that's really good because once your warriors are spread out a bit, they tend to trigger the shock mines without the bulk of the warriors all slowing down. Now that microwave was a bit of a hassle, but my warriors managed to get through that okay, and a great time, 3 minutes and 5 seconds. And Mac 10 is a really good player in a group that I am part of where we swap ideas on warships. And he was using the all Scorcher strategy, which is just slower than my warriors. Nothing to do about that. And good game, buddy. All right, so now I'm level 15 with 40 stars. See if I can win again. So this base has one of those nasty flotsam mines like what I've got. But again, what I'm going to do here is split my warriors. This time I'm going to drop 4 boats of warriors on the far right and then flare to the back right engine. And then as soon as I have a little bit of a delay, I drop the other 4 boats of warriors on the left. And as the flare expires, they're going to take out that first defensive building there. And again, as warriors die, I'm going to trigger second wind. Now, my warriors split up, and they're blowing up the flotsam mine. But that's okay, because actually I only lost a few warriors as they were moving pretty fast once the flotsam mine was blowing up. And anyhow, my main force of warriors is with Kavan, and I flare them to the HQ.
A few moments later.
So let's see how my opponent, General Freeze, is doing. This is another player in my little group of players swapping warship ideas. And he's using warriors and Zukas, and that's just not as fast as the technique that I'm using. So Again, nothing to do about that, but good game, buddy. Alright, so now I am 15 with 50 stars, and if I can win one more time, it looks like this one could be it. If I can win, because this player has already reached gold tier, so if I win, I'm going to get at least 10 stars on this battle, I would imagine. So I'm thinking again here, I'm going to drop one boat of warriors to trigger that shock mine on the right, and then 3 a little offset to the right, and then I'm going to drop 4 boats of warriors in 2 groups slightly offset on the left. And then again, as I'm losing warriors, I'm going to trigger second wind. Now I'm going to flare them all away so I don't have to waste time knocking down and damaging my warriors as they're going. And one little group of warriors triggered the shock mine on the right of that engine, which is good because I flared them to the flamethrower. And now I'm triggering second wind. I'm going to go for the sniper tower first to get them away from the microwaver and get them a little bit stronger. And then I'm going after the microwaver, and then I'm going to knock down the engine. And let's see if I can do this. So let's see how well my opponent's doing. So he's going with warriors, and he's having a little bit of trouble with my base. He still has 2 engines to knock down. He's got the time to do it if he hurries, but it looks like it's going to be too slow. Awesome. So I have beaten him. Now hopefully I get 10 stars to get to gold tier. So it looks like he was using warriors and Zukas, which again is a little bit slower strategy than the one that I'm using. And I beat him by 5 seconds. I got 11 stars for my effort. And my gold chest, which is awesome. So if you use the techniques that I'm using with warriors and Kavan with second wind to move around the mines effectively, you can reach gold tier yourself. May take a little longer than me, but I think it's an excellent strategy for this season, at least at the beginning. And with that, I reached 306 on the global leaderboard and number 50 in the United States. This is the tech tree, and I want to emphasize the importance of having selected that health choice node for my troops, because that's giving my warriors enough health to be able to get through all of the mines and other nasty stuff being thrown at them. And I'm basically showing all the stuff that I did not open, including the negative nodes. And I do have flare on level 3. It's all that's needed at the moment. I've not opened green mines or the boom mines. The shock mines are critical for reaching gold tier. Cannot emphasize that enough. They're probably much more important than building health, which I haven't opened yet. Looking forward to doing that next, and then going up to the other choice node, which I'll select building health. And thinking rocket choppers might be important this season, but we'll see. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And thanks as always to Hercules for help with the video editing.